Hey, my name's Ben Barlow, and I wanted to talk to you about how I decided on what career I'd like to do. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted to grow up and be this professional soccer player. There's a lot of kids out there who have had that desire, whether it's being a professional soccer player, football player, going out and being a famous singer. These are some of those things that you just always have that dream about, and I have had this dream for such a long time, ever since I started kicking a soccer ball when I was 5 or 6 years old to the time that I was in junior high. Obviously, that has changed now, and maybe in the future, who knows, I could be a comeback, turn into a Rocky Balboa type story. But for now, I have changed those goals. You know, as I continued to go throughout my life, I had other things like I remember I would reenact being a firefighter and go around making the weird noises, or acting like you're going down this going down the fire pole by walking up a 2 foot step ladder to go down a little slide with my brother. I remember also when I was in junior high and high school that I started to get really good grades, and I was doing well with them enough that my parents noticed my ambitions and saw that I could be a doctor. And so the health and wellness type field did interest me. And so I looked into classes like medical anatomy and physiology, and I also took advantage of a class that was in sports medicine. For both of these, I was so fascinated by the body. I'm just amazed about all the things that it can do. And so I was like, you know what, this really could be a good fit. It gets you good pay, a lot of those medical professions, and it's something that I'm contributing to society, and I feel like I could be happy here. And so I went forward and I took a class that was a CNA class. It's for it's a class that helps you to be aware of what nurses do. You get certified as a nursing assistant, and it was fun. I really enjoyed all the things that I learned, and I also was able to take part of a class that was for my sports medicine class. It was an internship. I went over to a clinic for physical therapy, and it was also really exciting. So all of this happened, and I graduate high school, and this is something that was just crazy. I've been able to make this a big part of my life as well as the church. So I decided several months after I graduated to go and serve a mission for my church for 2 years. And this was a big deal for me because I love my education. I love my pursuits and opportunities that I'll have in my career. And to be able to put 2 years out of your life to be able to go and serve a mission for your church was a really big thing for me. And I really wanted to be able to make sure I knew, what was I going to be able to do after this, because there's kids who didn't leave on their missions, and they've had this 2 year jump in some ways to be able to move forward in life. They could be married, they could have kids, and by the time I get home, I'm going to be just starting right on the foundation of college. So I studied away trying to do some research before I left on my mission, and I just couldn't figure it out what I was supposed to do. I thought about even being a rock climbing guide, and so with that, I took the advice of somebody who I really respected, and I asked him, and his answer was really surprising to me. I expected him to give me some wise advice, as he was somebody who was more mature and also had experience with education. And the advice that he gave me was to go on my mission, and that as I'm doing my best, I will figure out what I need to do. So that's what I went. I went out on my mission, and I did everything that I could to serve, and I tried to stay focused on those people who I taught and served, and it eventually did happen. It was during one of my hardest areas. I struggled with it. I had a companion that was really hard. We just had a personality conflict, and it was also a struggle with just the area in general. And so there was this one night at 12 a.m. I woke up because typically as a missionary you're supposed to go to bed at 10:30, and I was asleep at 10:30, and then I woke up out of random circumstance, and it was 12 a.m. and I was full of energy. I thought it was the morning. I was excited for the day, and then the next thing is when I woke up, I had all these thoughts pop into my mind of things that I should be doing in the future. I talk about, that I should go and continue to get an education. I was involved with writing down all these things in a little journal, and along with that, I gained a lot of insights into what I should do for a career. And I came to the realization of something that would make me the most happy, and I feel like I can make a big difference for other people. And the thoughts that came into my mind was that I should create events and programs to help create change in people's lives and to meet with people one-on-one. And so this is something that has still continued to be a process, and it's required a lot of courage. Just saying this in front of everybody is also a really scary thing, but I want you to know that this is something that I'm looking for and just trying to gain some experience in a field where I feel really alone because a lot of the things that I'm trying to learn come from education that is more informal rather than formal education, and the education that is formal is found at Harvard University. And I will humbly say that I don't qualify for Harvard right now unless there's some tender mercy or miracle. So I wanted to share this video in one hopes that you also are encouraged and know that you can figure out and find a good fit for you when it comes to careers. That's a big part of your life. And the second part is I want to be able to shoot some more videos so that you're aware of some things that I'd like to do and if I can be of any help to you. So thank you.